Portland is going through the largest private development in history, a $660 million transformation that's turning almost 10 acres of industrial waterfront into Portland's most exclusive neighborhood. But that's just one of 8 massive projects reshaping the city. Today, I'll show you all the biggest mega projects breaking ground here, from a $700 million development creating hundreds of high-paying jobs to a continuous waterfront trail connecting the entire peninsula. Portland's entering a new era. Here's exactly what's happening and what it means for you. Over $21,000 of development investment for every single resident in Portland. For a city of nearly 70,000 people, we're looking at over $1.5 billion in active projects. And wait until you see the airport expansion story later. What the City Council rejected tells you everything about the tension between growth and preservation. The city's comprehensive vision document is driving coordinated growth, sustainability goals, housing needs, and waterfront access. If you're thinking about Portland, you're not buying into what Portland was, you're buying into what Portland's becoming. An over 200,000 square foot campus built with mass timber and heated by the earth itself. Northeastern University is building a massive tech and innovation campus at the former B&M Baked Beans factory site in East Deering. State-of-the-art labs, a childhood center, and a 600-space parking garage. Mass timber with geothermal systems, one of the most sustainable major developments in New England. They're creating high-paying tech jobs, attracting professionals from Boston and New York who want cutting-edge careers without brutal cost of living. The project includes a new public waterfront trail linking to the Back Cove Trail. East Deering properties near this campus have already seen an uptick of buyer interest from tech professionals. The real game changer in terms of sheer scale is happening on the waterfront itself. Portland's Foreside Phase 2 carries a $660 million price tag, the largest private development in Portland's history. Over 400 new housing units will be created, and this also includes a Canopy by Hilton boutique hotel, a 50,000 square foot public market, marina expansion, and new shoreline walkways. Here's what they're not telling you. This will fundamentally change Portland's industrial waterfront character. Decades of working docks and warehouses becoming luxury, residential, and high-end retail. The public promenade connects to the broader waterfront trail. You'll walk continuously from the State Pier through the Ocean Gateway. Also along the Eastern Promenade, through the Portland Foreside to the Roux Institute. There's another massive project just outside city limits, reshaping the entire regional market though. Roux in Westbrook, on the other hand, with an over $600 million price tag on 110 acres. A 2.7 million square foot mixed use district with 1,400 residential units. Major retail like Market Basket and Target, restaurants, entertainment venues, you name it. The new Maine Health Medical Campus at Roux brings hundreds of high-paying healthcare jobs. The Thompson's Point transformation I'm revealing later, that's creative live, work, play competition that didn't exist 3 years ago. Doctors, specialists, administrative positions with serious purchasing power looking at the greater Portland market. If you're a buyer, you're now competing with healthcare professionals who have stable, high incomes, putting upward pressure on prices in neighborhoods like North Deering and Deering. What's actually connecting them all together, though, is what most people don't even realize is happening. For the first time in generations, you'll be able to walk Portland's entire waterfront without hitting a dead end. Portland's creating a continuous waterfront path connecting the State Pier, Ocean Gateway, the Eastern Promenade, Portland Foreside, and the Roux Institute area. The working waterfront meant large sections were off limits. Now, continuous public access will become available. The Eastern Promenade Trail gives you 2 miles of harbor views. The Back Cove Trail offers 3 miles with city skyline views. The city's leveraging private development to create public amenities. Portland Foreside had to include public walkways. The Roux Institute had to connect to existing trails. There's one particular waterfront space taking a completely different approach though. Portland Waterfront Common is a new multi-acre waterfront park on Commercial Street, converting former parking and ferry queuing areas into public space with event lawns, food truck space, and native landscaping. They could have sold the parking lot for private development and made more tax revenue. Instead, they're creating public space. Portland was named Restaurant City of the Year by Bon Appetit in 2018. Food trucks give local chefs a low barrier to entry while activating the park with constantly changing options. Portland's also trying to physically connect itself to the rest of the world, and that's where things get complicated. The Portland International Jetport finished a $21.6 million expansion in July 2025. Here's where things get complicated though. A proposed 265 long-term parking space expansion was rejected by the City Council in October of 2025 due to environmental concerns. This contradiction, wanting growth but rejecting infrastructure, is exactly what I'm breaking down in the challenges section. If you're relocating from Boston or New York, Portland's airport is impressive. 7 carriers, 26 non-stop destinations, and connections to over 200 cities worldwide. The parking situation shows Portland's tension between economic development and environmental priorities. There's another district transforming how people experience the city locally, though entertainment and lifestyle. Thompson's Point is adding a 255-unit apartment building plus 148-room Residence Inn and Moxie Hotel. With a mid-2026 opening, Thompson's Point transformed an industrial wasteland into Portland's premier outdoor concert venue. Major acts all summer, plus a brewery, ice skating, even a circus school. Adding 255 apartments creates a true mixed-use district. What I see every single day is buyers asking about Thompson's Point properties. 5 years ago, that neighborhood barely registered. Now, it's a real draw with apartments that'll command premium rents. Now, we've covered luxury condos, entertainment districts, tech campuses, but what about people who just need an affordable place to live? Affordable one-bedroom condos starting at around $240,000 in a city where the median is $640,000. Stroudwater Commons is a new condo development near the Jetport, approved July of 2025 with 156 total units, 130 are traditional condos, and 26 are accessory dwelling units. This is the first large-scale use of the new state law promoting density through ADUs. Prices for affordable one-bedrooms start around $240,000. The city knows it needs workforce housing. Teachers, healthcare workers, service industry employees can't afford $640,000 homes. And without affordable options, Portland risks becoming only wealthy retirees and high-income professionals. ADUs increase density without dramatically changing neighborhood character. Gentle densification that works where historic preservation matters. Let me connect the dots on what this means for your real estate decisions. But real quick before that, if you're serious about making this move, you'll need detailed information about specific neighborhoods affected by these projects. Shoot me an email and I can help you with all that. All of my info is down in the description. Now, let's get back to the video. Inventory is slowly improving, but still tight under 2 months. These developments won't hit the market until 2026 or later. Competition will stay fierce. These projects will attract some high-income professionals. Think the tech workers at the Roux Institute, healthcare Roux, remote workers choosing Portland for quality of life. Expect multiple offers and rising prices in desirable neighborhoods like Munjoy Hill or the West End. The neighborhood hierarchy is shifting though. East Deering near the Roux and Thompson's Point are appreciating faster than traditional premium neighborhoods. Early buyers in transitional areas could see serious appreciation. Portland's requiring green building standards, public space contributions, and trail connectivity. Higher quality built environment, but higher development costs flowing through housing prices. All this development happens while Portland maintains strict historic preservation in the Old Port and West End. That creates a two-tier market. Historic properties in protected districts keep commanding premiums because supply is fixed. New construction in zones like Bayside and Thompson's Point offers different value propositions. There's a darker side to all this growth we need to talk about though. Here's what $1.5 billion in development can't fix. A teacher making $45,000 still can't afford Portland's $640,000 median home price. Housing affordability is still a serious problem. Even though a project like Stroudwater Commons is helping, it still doesn't solve the entire housing shortage. Teachers, firefighters, restaurant workers, the people who make Portland function are almost completely priced out. Traffic and parking are getting worse. All these developments add residents, workers, visitors, you name it. Portland's street grid was designed in the 1800s. I-295 already sees rush hour congestion. Every project faces community resistance as well. People who love Portland's authentic character worry about it becoming another generic luxury development. Climate adaptation is also a real challenge. Portland's a coastal city facing sea level rise. Many waterfront developments are building in areas that'll be increasingly vulnerable to flooding and storm surge. These are decisions that we're making right now with 30-year consequences. Despite all these challenges, Portland's betting big on its future. Portland's betting it can compete with Boston and New York by offering accessible career opportunities wrapped in authentic coastal character. Portland's always punched above its weight for a city with nearly 70,000 people. Nationally acclaimed food scene, thriving arts community, outsized cultural influence. These mega projects are Portland betting on itself to compete with much larger metros. Roux positions Portland as a tech hub, while the Foreside creates luxury waterfront living rivaling Boston or New York at a fraction of the cost. Roux builds regional infrastructure, the trail network creates quality of life, and amenities that attract and keep talent. A big chunk of Portland homebuyers in late 2025 came from outside the metro area. Top inbound market is Boston, followed by New York and DC. People leaving major expensive metros for Portland's combination of opportunity and livability. If you're relocating, you're arriving during a transformation period. If you're a current resident, your city's changing rapidly. Portland's going through the most significant development boom in its modern history. Over $1.5 billion in active projects. These projects will increase housing supply, but also attract more high-income buyers. Better amenities, but change neighborhood character. Improve infrastructure, but strained existing systems. Portland's at an inflection point. The decisions made now about development, preservation, affordability, and growth will define the city for the next generation. If you're thinking about Portland, you're not buying into a static market. You're investing into a city actively reinventing itself while trying to keep its authentic character. You now know about the 8 biggest megaprojects reshaping Portland. Are you attracted to the current authentic character or excited about its transformation into something more polished? Both are happening at the same time. Are you buying for 3 to 5 years or 20 years? Short-term, construction and rapid change. Long-term is completed projects in established neighborhoods. What's your budget and competition tolerance? Median home price is $640,000 and rising. Homes get 2 offers and sell in about 26 days on average. Are you comfortable being a part of Portland's transformation? Buying here now makes you part of the growth, changing the city's character. If you want somebody who actively tracks how these developments affect specific neighborhoods, shoot me an email. The difference between buying Portland at today's prices versus waiting until the projects are complete and everyone's figuring it out, that's the email. My info's in the description. Now, understanding these mega projects is huge, but here's what nobody's telling you. Most buyers tour Portland in July, fall in love with coastal charm, and make a $640,000 decision based on 90 days of the year, while completely ignoring the other 275. I just broke down the #1 mistake most out-of-state buyers make when moving to Maine, and it's not what you think. It's not about winter. It's about how Maine seasons completely transform your daily life in ways that change everything from your commute to your utility bills and whether you'll actually love living here year-round. That video is linked right here, and if you're serious about moving to the Portland area, you need to watch it before you tour a single property. Check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.